Hi there, and welcome to the Sagebrush Happy Hour Journal entry for April 10th, 2025. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're in the 70s and beautiful day. And so this morning I went and drew 2,000 gallons of water from our community well. And the process, I think I mentioned it in another entry, is that I get my truck and I go over to the well house where the well manager has brought the 1,000-gallon tank trailer to the well house, and I hook that up to my hitch, and then turn on the surface pump, which pumps from the above surface tanks, which we have a couple, 3 or 4,000 gallons of surface tanks, and that fills up the trailer, and then I haul the trailer over to my house, pump the 1,000 gallons into my cisterns, and rinse and repeat. And so that took me about from 9 till noon, so 3 hours to do this morning. And now I have 2,000 gallons more of water in my cisterns. And so I'm sitting at about 4,500 gallons in the cisterns. And so at our usual use of about 10 gallons a day, so that would get us 50 gallons a day. It'd be nice if we only did 10, but 40 to 50 gallons a day. So that would, if we don't have any rain at all, that's another 90 days or so worth of water. And so after I got done with that, and since it's such a nice day, that means I had to get some chores done around the house. And so we've got actually, I think I counted, we got 6 gates on our fencing around, and so 2 gates on the in this backyard, and then there's 4 gates around the courtyard, and some of those gates were in dire need of repair. And since I'd made those from kind of used lumber, and they were, and so, gates are kind of a hard thing to make, and to at least make right so that they stay square, and, they support themselves, and doing the hinging right and the latching right and that sort of thing. So one gate I had to trim off about 3/4 of an inch off the bottom of it because it was rubbing against the ground, and rather than dig out on the ground and have moisture problems there, is I decided to take off that gate and chop off 3/4 inch off the bottom. And so it's a little bit shorter gate, but now it opens like a breeze. And then we had a gate here into the backyard, and well, of our 2 gates into the backyard, we have one that the wind blew down the block wall that was holding the latch, and so I've got that repaired with plywood just to keep that closed, and so that's going to be kind of a major project. The other gate has constantly had kind of these hinge problems, and one of the things that I'm not very good at, or at least I didn't do well, was put the side pieces of wood for the gate for the hinge to mount on, and so I have to mount those into cinder blocks, and so use expansion bolts, and so that was kind of a and so those expansion bolts have always given me problems, and so I've always had problems with that gate, and so I was able to get a couple big lag screws into it, and it's working pretty well right now. So long-term project, I've got to probably redo all the gates all together, but anyway, so that's what I did today, and that's what's happening here on the Mesa. And cheers, everybody.